These are 5 life lessons from people in their 20s and beyond that I'm taking with me into my 20s. If you guys don't know me, hi, my name is Adam. I'm 18, soon to be 19 years old, and I've seen all these videos of people saying, oh, I wish I knew this, oh, I wish I knew that in my 20s. And I'm soon in my 20s. And so I've picked out the 5 life lessons that I feel like are going to have the biggest impact on my life that I will be bringing with me into my 20s. Life lesson number 1 is the most important. There's no perfect way to live your 20s. There's a quote from Chris Williamson that said, either you live your 20s up and become an underskilled 30-year-old, or you work your 20s up and you become an underlived 30-year-old. There's no perfect ways to live your 20s. Either you become one or the other. You just have to figure out which one you'd rather be and accept the trade-offs. And so that for me tells me that there's really no perfect way to live your 20s. Your 20s is all about exploring yourself, exploring people, exploring the world, figuring out what you want to do in life, which direction are you headed, what's important for you. And so that's exactly what I'm trying to focus on in my 20s once I get there, is just live your life like you want to live it. Just do whatever the hell you want. Live your life like you want it to be lived and figure out things along the way. There's no reason to have it all figured out. There's no one who has it all figured out. And it's all about connecting with yourself, with other people, and with life, and figuring out how do you want to live your life. Lesson number 2 is slow down. I got this life lesson from Mel Robbins, and she said that there's really no reason to stress in your 20s. Again, your 20s is all about figuring out yourself, and time's gonna pass anyway. Whether you use your 20s on working, you use them on traveling, or you use them on whatever you want to do, your 20s will be over in 10 years, no matter what you do with them. And so slow down, don't stress. You don't have to have anything figured out. You are not behind, you're not ahead, you're exactly where you need to be. And that for me is a perfect example of why we should stop focusing on accomplishments and just start enjoying life. And so that's what I want to focus on again. I really want to make sure that I neither stress or relax too much in my 20s. I'm going to slow down, let life do its thing, and just follow the wave and see where it takes me. Now for lesson number 3. The people you know are so important. I heard this life lesson from a guy on TikTok who said that he wished he'd spend more time socializing in his 20s because he felt like he had no friends, no connections, no network at all when he reached his 30s. And I don't want that to be me. So what I'm going to do is I will be focusing on attending events, traveling, finding new friends, going to places on my own and seeing if I can find new friends, traveling to other countries, meeting new people, seeing just what the world and what different cultures are about, and making friends along the way. We have to be stimulated socially. And so I focus on, again, meeting new people. I want to see how other people live their lives and see just what kind of impact other people can have on my life and what kind of impact I can have on their life as well. And that's also why I really do believe that who you know is more important than what you know. And you never know who you might meet or what opportunities they open up for you. Lesson number 4. Fail as much as you possibly can. I heard this from Gary Vee. He said, fail as much as you possibly can in your 20s. You are still so young, you have so much time to figure shit out, and you are young enough and old enough to try new shit and to figure out what works and what doesn't. You have time to stand up again if you fall down and you fail, and you have more than enough time to find out that what you're doing right now might not be for you. But try as much shit out as you want to do, because you will always have time to figure things out and make up for it along the way. Don't think about, oh, should I be doing this business? Should I travel here? Should I do this? Should I do that? Just do it. Just try shit out. Figure out what you want to do. Figure out what works for you. I will be traveling a lot of places. I'll be trying out all sorts of stuff. I'm trying out content creation right now, although I'm not in my 20s yet, but it still counts for me. the lesson just is, when you're young, fail as much as you can, try as much as you can. You have so much time to figure out what you want to do. Fail at as much as you possibly can, stand up, find a new thing, do it again, and just learn to get a way better relationship with failure. I know that a good relationship with failure is the key to so many great things in life. And so I'll be trying all sorts of different stuff. Again, I'll be meeting new people, traveling new places, starting businesses, taking risks, failing, because I have so much time to figure things out and things will always work out in the end. And finally, lesson number 5, which is kind of a mix of 2 lessons, which is 1, be as healthy as you can in your 20s. Be the best version of yourself. And 2, don't try to fit in. Stand out and be unique. And so the first part is be as healthy as you can. In your 20s, you're at your peak. Your body is the best it's ever going to be. Your metabolism is high. Your muscles and your bones are finally done growing. And so you're really ready to take your body and your health to the next level. And so that's exactly why I want to do that right there. In your 20s, you have as good of a chance to become almost like a superhuman. You can go to the gym multiple times a week. You can still recover. You're not, when you get older, your recovery time's slower. And so that's exactly why you need to be going in the gym and building up your body, your physicality in your 20s, and eat healthy. Your 20s will be the foundation of the rest of your life. And so eat healthy, try out different diets, try eating vegan, vegetarian, whatever. Just try out different things, figure out what works for you, and get your body as healthy as it can possibly be. And then the second part is don't fit in, be unique and be yourself. And so for me, that is so important. I'm all about being myself. And being yourself will allow you to discover and maybe even rediscover yourself in your 20s, also right now. But don't try to fit some standard. Don't try to be a part of society if you don't feel like you're accepted or they won't accept you as you are. Be who you are, and I promise there's 8 billion people in the world. You'll find someone who likes you or appreciates you for who you are and what you are. And don't try to be a part of something you're not, and don't try to do something that you don't want to do. Don't try to fit in places where you don't feel like you belong. Be yourself, stand out, be unique, and do exactly what you want to do. And that's 5 life lessons that I'm taking with me into my 20s as an 18-year-old going on 19, that I'll be trying to remember in my 20s to make the most of my time and live life and enjoy life to its fullest.